Hello everyone, welcome to another Zork stream. Today I updated OBS and there's a great new update, which means I'll be able to do the actual audio mixing, but I only found out right before I did the stream, so it won't be in this one. Whoops. Uh, we're here again
We
with, uh, wait, we need to go into the actual voice chat. Everyone move.
Oh,
Okay, there we are.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize that was the wrong one.
I forgot. Okay, now we're here. Me, Riley, Lexi, Echo. Once again, we venture into the Valley of the Vultures. Well, actually, no, we don't. I'm gonna reload the game, obviously. To play Zork.
may
Um,
venture to the Valley of the Vultures. Who knows?
um,
Certainly not I.
I don't remember which of these saves that I'm supposed to reload. It might be
Pretty
Unduck.
sure.
I think it's the longest boat
I think.
ride.
I think Unduck Canuck was right before we did the final Unduck.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That is
do
bad.
longest boat ride so we can get the introduction to Canuck again, because this is right after the boat ride. Okay, this is... Okay, yeah, this is definitely the one. Okay, yeah. So
Welcome
this
to
is...
the woman who loves Zork.
Canuck's name doesn't have a second C in it. Hello, Naya. There was a comedy club. It was very, very funny. I died. The man kills you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry, I also missed the entire last stream,
Yeah. So,
so I have no idea what's going on anymore.
well, we're at Canuck Shack. That's basically the situation.
Yeah, Canuck's a real character.
I've heard of this.
Oh, you came back. No one visits me anymore. Sit
You
down.
have to.
Let's talk.
Sit down. Let's talk. Nuck. We are at the Nuck Shack.
Canuck Shack, baby.
So here's this man. Let's talk to him.
Thank you. I've been waiting a long time for that. I was getting tired of eating bugs and fish. But I found some really juicy grubs down by the rushes. You've been traveling a long time. Is there anything you'd like to know? Maybe I can shed some light along your path.
I do want to see what happens if you talk to him and you do the other ones.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been waiting a long
What
time
if
for
I
that.
threaten?
I was getting
you?
tired of eating bugs and fish. But I found some really juicy grubs down by the rushes.
Fool! YOZOSO!
That was a lot more sudden than I was expecting.
Yep, if you threaten him, he fucking kills you. You are a mallard.
You are a mallard.
What happens if I'm suspicious of him?
Thank you. I've been waiting a long
Threatening,
time for
I
that.
don't think has ever
Getting
been the
tired of
answer.
eating bugs and fish. But I found some really juicy grubs down by the rushes.
Maybe you'd like to see some of my collection.
Oh,
What was
that was his
that?
wizard voice. He said, maybe you'd like to see some of my collection?
I do love how he has a wizard voice.
Pardon me. That's illuminated.
Midnight.
Pardon me. Oh, you have a pet vulture.
They're all mine. Mine! Every mindless one of them!
Wait, this is the guy that laughs at you when you die?
That kind of sound like it, yeah. And also,
It's the same laugh.
says, so the whistle is for me having a pet vulture, I guess? And he's the guy who has the vultures?
Hey, I built that. I built that with some friends of mine. Moodok, Trimbial, and Rooper. Rooper turned me into a duck.
Hmm?
What?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay.
Hey, I built that. I built that with some friends of mine. Moodok, Trimbial, and Rooper. Rooper turned me into a duck. Why'd he turn me into a duck?
Why'd he turn you into a duck? Maybe because you're a fucking piece of shit, dude. Who turns people into ducks at the slightest provocation. Hey, you turn the game audio up because I can't hear this guy enough.
Why don't you take that to the Cliffs of Depression? They might know what it is.
Why do you decide to talk like that sometimes?
That's part of the last remaining flying disc of Frobos. The Frobos Magic Company made them 400 or 500 years ago. They were used
He
to
always
shatter
knows
walls of
moves
illusion.
while he's
The
talking.
wizard said they would
Yeah.
hide all the magic in the world behind one.
But that disc is broken into pieces and hidden.
I now live behind a wall of illusion.
They're a lot of fun. We used to erect walls of illusion and throw those discs at them just to see them crumble.
Okay, so this guy's like possessed by an ancient evil, I guess? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of information that I didn't get last time because I didn't do any of this.
Thank you.
Fool!
Fuck!
YOZOSO!
Fuck, I fucked up!
What did you do?
I like how he says, thank you.
Yeah, if you ask him about the scroll, he says, "Thank you, fool, YOZOSO,"
Oh.
and turns you into a duck. Rip to the rat, I still haven't forgotten your sacrifice. Yeah, rat was a
Oh,
real
you
one.
have a pet vulture.
They're all mine. Mine! Every mindless one of them!
This guy is super evil. Oh shit, we got followed from Dragon Nature. Dragon... I don't know how to say that. From a big dragon.
Hey,
Can you hit it with the sword?
I built that.
Nah, I'll show you
I
what happens
built that
when you
with
try
some
to hit him
friends
with the
of mine.
sword.
Mudok, Trimbial, and Rupert. Rupert turned me into a duck. Why'd he turn me into a duck?
It's you. Really love how
That's
because
part of the last
Dryda.
remaining flying
Hello.
disc of Frobos. The Frobos Magic Company made them 400 or 500 years ago. They were used to shatter walls of illusion.
The wizard said they would hide all the magic in the world behind one.
But that disc is broken into pieces and hidden.
I now live behind a wall of illusion.
They're a lot of fun. We used to erect walls of illusion and throw those discs at them just to see them crumble.
Sorry. I right now have 6 viewers, 66 followers, 6 subscribers, and 6 sub points. So think about that.
Feels like a good time to be talking to an evil wizard.
Yeah.
Demon time.
So is that the guy who was in the opening, the evil voice? Have you met that guy yet? I think maybe. Also, Echo, can you make the chat less wide? Because it's so wide. It goes across the whole screen.
I just stifle the beauty of wide chat.
Though, honestly, you might want to move it up to the top left-hand corner, because right now it goes over the gray boxes in a way that is completely unreadable. For me, from a distance. Yeah, it's really funny how this guy is super evil, and also is just kind of a dude. Like, he's extremely just a dude. Okay.
Thank
I think it'd be funny if one time when you asked someone to stop talking, they just stopped. Like, they just killed you.
Would be this guy, if anybody.
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to... Lexi, do you want to see one of the greatest scenes?
Obviously, I do.
Oh, I like books. Oh, this part's written in Mythican, my old language. Here's a good one. How many Union dwarfs does it take to dig up a piece of illuminite? 15. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that? You don't get it.
All the acting here.
It's so perfect.
It's really good.
Just... It's just such a good... It's such a beautiful scene. Okay, so now we're gonna do the thing that you have to do here to progress, which is a really funny sequence. We have to ask him about this ship in a bottle.
I know there's a piece of the disc in that bottle. I put it there myself. I can't get it, I'm too old. But I can shrink you so you can go inside and get it.
Yes! Go ahead.
Spell will only last 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm too old, says a guy who looks like he's like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't want to go into the fucking drowning, because it's in water, too.
20 minutes.
Oh.
20 minutes.
You really could have taken the water out of the fucking
You
bottle.
could have poured the
It's
water
not-
out, dude.
You live on an island.
Fuck, I forgot the code.
The 20 minutes would be real time.
9427.
No, it's very short, actually.
Oh.
How do I leave? And then you have
And
to
don't
be
forget the
holding
mirror.
holding the mirror when you leave.
Four! YOZOSO!
But the spell is reflected. You have to be
Incredible.
holding the mirror when you leave the boat, or else they'll turn you into a duck again.
Yeah, there's a thing that tells you that mirrors reflect spells, so you're supposed to put that two and two together. Way ahead of time. I
Yeah.
think you're supposed to die to this, and then
Yeah, it's really funny because if you if you unduck him again, he will immediately duck you again and kill you.
Could you show that off?
Yeah, I'll say this on Fuck Canuck. You can also feed the scroll. Well, hang on, I should do this first.
What?
egg.
Don't know why that's a thing. Because you can't take the egg away from the room. The egg and the scroll are both locked permanently to this room. So I don't know why you can do that. Anyway.
Egg.
Egg.
You! I'm not falling for that stupid reflection trick again. YOZOSO!
Yep. You just get fucked. It's definitely the same laugh, you're right.
Mirror just not worked the second time.
Well, no, he just, you get not able, you get put into a cutscene.
Oh,
He
right.
uses his cutscene power. Yeah, the stained glass deck. It's very good. Anyway, if I try to keep the egg, it just goes away.
Now that's not the way I remembered it. Rupert had to turn him into a duck in self-defense. Canucks wacko. Now he's quacko.
This old man! That's noteworthy!
Okay.
That was a noteworthy joke, wizard.
Okay, you gotta use the sword on the knocker.
Yeah, I have to do this. This is the thing. I have to pry the magnet off of the thing.
Magnet is important.
Yeah, no, this game is extremely corny and very, very charming because of it. I still don't know what I have to do with... I found a tree spirit last session, which gave me a bunch of poems. Wait, no, I forgot. I didn't save them, and then I couldn't be bothered finding the tree spirit again. But they gave me a bunch of ominous poems. Did you get the blueprint? No, you can't take the blueprint, and then you don't need it, I don't think. Ancient Forge. The Forge disguised. So, Morpheus So Canuck is under Morpheus's spell, so that voice is Morpheus.
And Morbius is
Yeah, Morbius is the final
Yeah.
boss. Rupert talked the wizard Trembile into going underground and to investigate the disappearance of East Chamber and other strange goings-on. Rupert brought Moondark underground along with Trembile and Canuck, formed a partnership to develop the glowing Illuminite Caverns as a resort. Like from Matrix, yeah. It's Morpheus from Matrix. The vultures stole Illuminite from the dwarves.
I'll be right back.
An evil spy was placed in the midst of the good wizards while they were plotting the great fusion. The good wizards, being clever wizards, fed the spy false information, created a wall illusion of the decoy, which to trick the evil wizards into believing that all magic would be hidden behind it. They then vaporized all the magic with good and evil. Okay. There's like a map for this zone. Nope. Oh no, yeah, this connects Shack. I don't know how much of this game is left. Like, at all. I have no fucking clue. What do you vote, Skeleton? Now we have this very long boat ride.
What a relaxing boat ride.
Yeah. Relaxing boat ride with the weird void clouds in the background for some reason. It looks like I'm just going around in circles, is the problem. Like, it really looks like this is just circling around one point.
Yeah, for sure. That's what's happening.
It's so long. It's so long. I need to show Lexi lift, and so I wasn't gonna see the boat skeleton. This is so sad. Well.
You could just keep like the Canuck save. Especially if you ever want to get some of those sound files, it would be good to keep the save.
Yeah, I think I have that on Duck Canuck. The longest boat ride.
Yeah, so you can always come back.
I'll save this back at the Silent Hill Batshit Forest. Yeah, this is, I think, earlier in the thing. I just realized how this UI works, which is that if you click on the white half of the square, you pick it up, the item, and if you click on the dark half of the square, you use the item. I just thought it was just sort of random.
Oh.
Also, you can't look at the magnet.
Huh.
Returned to Zork.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I have to show you the funny boat skeleton.
Oh, good.
He's here.
I like this boat skeleton.
Yeah, and then you take a very, very long boat cutscene around, which I'm not doing again. Okay, now we get to have this fun sequence again as we go into the Silent Hill maze.
This is what you need coins for, is to pay the boat.
Yeah, that's what you need the token for Moodok from, which you get by winning the
Oh,
game.
gotcha.
I had to show the skeleton to Lexi. Also, I hate this part of the... 'cause it's so annoying, because you just can't...
Okay, that's where you drink.
Yeah. So then you have to drink milk to fix your eyesight, like how you fix the Archer's eyesight with milk. Because milk apparently cures eyesight problems in this universe.
Hey, at least it's consistent.
Yeah. But it's like... It's implied that the forest is just really dark, but it's actually just your eyes get worse? Question mark?
It's a curse.
Oh fuck, I've been cursed! Oh my god. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh god. Do I have any more drink milks? Any milk drinks? No! No! Right, boat 3. Okay. Rude to
You went the
skeleton,
wrong
Chad's
way.
pain. You made him labor in vain. Apologize and do him right. Ride the boat 3 times and do it right. You rhymed right with right, and the rhythm was a bit messy, but you know what? Well, I'm gonna save
You get to
here.
I don't think you get to criticize the Chatter's curse.
Fair enough.
I mean, I guess it's okay to criticize it as long as you still do it.
We finally made it back to where we were at the end of last stream. But the curse has not been lifted.
Yeah, I have to. My curse demands that I watch this boat cutscene 3 times. The problem with that is that to do it, I'm just gonna do it 3 times and then load the save, because if I wanted to just like do it 3 times and then go back, I would have to do it another time.
Yeah.
Glad we got a Chatter's curse this time.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
me
using
too.
the Chatter's Curse now. It's a beautiful channel points feature that nobody uses.
You know what? It's really long, but this is kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only just started. You do have to use the...
Well, we...
There are a lot of great channel points rewards, really. I am, once I get a webcam, going to make Bosco Cam channel points reward, which I assume will get a lot of usage.
That's a good one. How much is that one going to cost?
I think a bit less than... maybe less than Cheddar's Curse? Maybe in between Cheddar's
maybe
Curse
like
and Ice Chaos.
Yeah, maybe like a 1,000,
Yeah.
or maybe 3,000.
Yeah, it's like, it's find my cat and pick him up and show him on stream wherever he is, so... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Ferryman, for can you, ride your boat unnecessarily. Thank you for the wonderful boat ride. We're all... We get to see this great boy gif.
I'm having fun on the skeleton's boat.
The worst part is that you can see where it loops. It loops really obviously, and it's like, you didn't need to make it this long. You could have easily done it. I think you have also... Yeah, I have just wasted his time even more now. But A, curses aren't really for that, and also B, he is a skeleton who is attached to, like, a boat, so I don't think he really does much else.
Hey, this skeleton stayed up all night working on this, like, looping background gif, and you just made fun of it.
This... If you give the coin to the ferryman, and don't keep it on you, you just fuck up the game permanently. You have to reload, because you can't get
It's
back.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I'm quite glad now that you can't curse me immediately again.
I could curse you 4 times in a row if I wanted.
That's getting frighteningly
Damn.
close to Spore.
I'm less than 2,000 from Spore, yeah.
Damn.
I also don't think you could curse me 4 times in a row because there's a limit on it.
That makes sense. If it wasn't for the fact that I am saving up for Spore, I was gonna immediately when you finish this curse you again to write it more times for being mean about the looping background.
Well, the problem is that I feel like that's awful, awful content. Like, I feel like it's bad stream.
It would be funny
Yeah.
though.
It would be funny.
We are finally at this point. Now time to make progress.
Yeah. So you have to use this rag to clean this rust off of this. You know how you
I
do?
don't know what it...
You know how rust does?
I love the sound.
What do you have to do with this metal thing again, Echo? You mentioned to me last time.
I don't remember. I saw it in a guide. It was like useful for a place. I think it had to do with vultures.
Uh... Already done the vulture pits, I thought.
Is there not another? The vultures are in a lot of places, aren't they?
The vultures are also in the valley, but...
Go get vultured. Do it. Walk in.
I don't want to get vultured.
Hmm.
What does the return talent even do? I don't...
Throw it
Didn't
away
even
for a
return
reason.
to me.
Oh. Can you use it?
Yeah! Okay, so... You
have to do something when the vulture is on screen?
I don't know.
Use the magnet.
What? Are you serious?
Well, that actually...
Now you have fast travel.
What? What?
Fuck! Yes! This game is amazing! Oh my god!
The vultures are canonically like have magnetic claws.
Yeah,
Like,
they
there's a
have
magnet on
magnet
it.
claws, and so I hold up a magnet to magnet myself to the vulture's foot and get flown around. Oh, it's
How does this
so
make you feel,
good.
O'Reilly?
It's so good. It's beautiful.
I'm so happy.
It's such a stupid fucking game. I don't know where I want to go though. I can go anywhere, but
I have an idea. Could be helpful for you to go to. Oh, you can go to the witch now. That's cool.
well, I lost the whistle,
Oh.
so I can only
That's
do
bad.
it once. You get fast travel once.
Oh my god.
I think there's a way to get it permanently. So you're probably missing something.
Yes, but I also don't even know where I would go on the map. There's nowhere that I haven't been.
I have an idea, Riley.
What is it?
I think it's something that you could do.
What?
You should check chat.
Oh my god.
Just no words.
Sorry for everyone who was enjoying the Zork stream. I was gonna set up a special overlay for Spore, but I can't be bothered doing that now.
I do want to be clear, like, I thought it was important to like show all the things to Lexi, and then yes,
Welcome.
yes.
Oh, welcome. Oh, bye.
What? What did
Spore Squad.
I didn't
Ay.
even hear what Naya said.
Oh, I
I
couldn't
think it
parse
was
it.
a cheer of victory. No, I thought it was important to show all this stuff to Lexi, and like you got the curse. But that time that I had a really long evil laugh, it was because Twitch suggested that I redeem
Yeah.
the
Oh,
the
okay.
Spore reward.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad. That's good, Naya. I'm waiting for Spore to load. I'm gonna edit the stream title for a bit.
Yeah, you have to edit the game too, I think.
Yeah. This game is too fucking loud.
What's for?
Yeah. That would be a loophole, and you would be banned from my streams.
Huh?
If you try to curse me to play Spore.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's deserving of a ban.
Who the fuck is...
Curse idea. For 5 minutes, you have to act like the game you're playing is Spore, but you don't change the game you're playing.
That seems just really difficult. It's not even on... It's... What the fuck? It's not on my window capture. Do I have to do game capture?
Yeah, we're just seeing
Very likely.
Steam.
Yeah, I know. Here we go.
It's only a 2,000 clown curse, though. Like, there's different levels of curse in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curses, you get to come up with a thing that I haven't thought of already. I need
The
to
wild
put
card.
VSync on this fucking game. A 20k channel point reward called Tennis Curse Real? Like you curse me in real life? Curse?
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Still only a fraction of the cost of playing Splat.
Yeah. I need to restart the game. Yeah, if you pay 20,000 channel points to get Cheddar's Curse real, you can, like, make me, like, do something, like, fucked up in real life. I don't know what that would be, but, like...
Would you use Cheddar's Curse Real to turn you into a duck?
Fuck!
Oh shit.
Oh, God. The problem with clowns in Space Agent 13 is that they're just, like, too... They're too, like, memey, you know? They're not as
Yeah.
much about, like, the drama or, like, performance of it.
They're a bit lowbrow.
I would make, like, a jester, but the jester outfit that's in the game is kind of bad. And also doesn't work on lizards. When we have monkeys, I will make a monkey clown. This game does not have VSync, so I cannot play it on full screen. Without this bad stuttering. Well, you can do that, but it's not the same because I could theoretically be a skeleton in that logic, but it's different when you can start as one. There we go.
Did they ever buff monkeys in SS13? I feel like that's one of the reasons I stopped playing it. It's because monkeys
actually-
needed to be buffed.
They actually did.
How so again?
player- I don't
The
know
most
exactly what
important
they
thing
did,
to
but
me is
Okay.
is venting better.
I don't think venting is any better. But I think they made a player-controlled monkeys like able to do more things than they used to be.
Because they
Like, 'cause
already
it-
had like a genetic thing for like being smart, so you could like interact with stuff. But
Yeah, they did they gave you more if you like a player-controlled monkey. Oh, yeah,
I
it's
think
more.
there should be the ability to do whatever you want. If you have the genetic thing, that's fine. Like work for it. But also you should be able to vent with like items. Because
Yeah,
I
fair.
think you should be able. My goal was always be a geneticist, turn myself into a monkey, but keep being a geneticist. And just have more freedom to be a scientist monkey. And the game
glad you-
really did not want me to do that.
I'm glad you've called this. Glad you've called this world Zork.
Yeah, venting with items would be really jacked, probably, but it would also be very good. It is very annoying to have... Even if you didn't have items, but you could wear, like, a headset, because you can just wear nothing.
It's
You look
probably
exactly
because
the
Yeah.
same.
it's probably to prevent griefing from just someone taking an important item, going into an event, and logging off.
I guess, yeah. But also the other thing that monkeys have is that when they vent, they suffocate, which
Wait, really?
Did they?
That's weird.
That might
Yeah.
have been claustrophobia.
you
but-
im- no.
Huh.
No. As a geneticist, I knew exactly what I had.
Oh.
You go into a vent and you have a very short amount of time before you start choking to death.
Oh, apparently not in the air vents.
What's the difference? I thought there was only one type of vent.
No, there's vents and there's scrubbers, and they're different networks. And the scrubbers contain just waste gas.
I thought the scrubbers you couldn't go into because they're like the circular things.
You can go into those too if you can
Yeah.
vent brawl, I'm pretty sure.
I've only ever done the square ones, like the Among
Oh.
Us vents.
Oh, then who knows?
Yeah, no, I've definitely gone through both as a monkey, because I played as a monkey semi-recently in a row. Anyway, I just want monkey
sport.
people because I want to be able to customize a monkey.
Fortunately for you, this is the first spore, so you only have to play
Yeah.
the cell stage.
I'm really glad. I'm taking back the thing I said about being able to just do cell stage repeatedly, because I just think I don't want to do that, because it would be boring. But that means
would
that
be a bit boring.
next time the spore challenge happens, it's going to be a very long time. Because
Yeah, that's going to be
stage,
hours.
creature stage takes a while.
Isn't Creature Stage one of the longest ones?
It is, yes.
Longer than everything but space.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, now we have actual policies set up in Orb Station. Hey, this is a free sponsor, not sponsored, but come play Orb Station.
Yeah.
Look, google.com/Orb Station.
Google.org is our website.
Google.org is our website.
We are currently being sued.
I think Google is watching
Yeah.
my streams.
I haven't gotten there in so long. Well, my Sonic fic is almost done.
Yeah, that was what I
nice.
what I had figured was the case. That I was like, man, Echo hasn't been on Orb Station in a while, and then I was like, oh wait, all of Echo's writing energy is going towards Sonic fanfic, and I was like, you know what, that's valid.
Yeah. The problem is I want to do a sequel, but
I like Evolve.
no.
I can. What if I just, like, didn't, though?
You're just gonna not evolve. Is this gonna be your creature from start to finish?
No. I need your butt, dude. Give me your butt. Dude, give me your butt. Stop spinning
Yeah,
around.
You have to kill for that butt.
I'm trying to, but... No! God damn it! Let me steal your butt. Yes!
Butt is stealing you.
Nice! I did it.
Oh,
Thanks.
right. You're not streaming. You're not streaming to Discord, so there's like a big lag.
Yeah. Thanks, Gray, for I'd kill for that butt in the chat. Real big fan of the Spore Cell Jet.
You should evolve so you can equip the butt.
Right. But these delicious creatures, I cannot eat them if I am evolving. Oh fuck! Give me fins. I want fins.
You'd be able to catch up and get the fins if you had the butt.
No, I can do it.
I don't know if you can.
Get back here, you.
Feels like hubris.
Yes, I did it. Fuck you, Lexi. I'm just not evolving to spite you now. You don't believe in my my pickle Rick guy, but he's gonna
hate your. Okay, now I hate your little guy. Now that you said that.
Yeah, I was fine with your guy, and then you had to go there.
I don't really like him that much either, to be honest.
I hope you get eaten and die.
Does anyone remember Flo from the
Good.
PS3?
Good. I'm glad that happened to you.
Flo for the PS3 was like this, but it was pretty.
Frog subscribes with Prime. It says, where the bitch is at? And we're playing Spore. This is the answer. What shape should I make my guy?
Very large.
I like it. I kind of like this shape. You've kind of lost me. I don't know if I like it just being like a sphere with nothing else.
Okay, but this.
Okay, but oh. Wait, but put the
Now he's like he's got little legs. Oh yes.
I'm sorry, you could be on the front. Okay.
It's a little guy. He's got little legs. He doesn't have a mouth though.
Just take the tail off. You don't need it.
Yeah, I'll just put the mouth there.
On the back?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
This doesn't seem like a very high fitness mutation.
His color.
Sucks.
I
regret asking you to evolve.
I hate the fucking like on the fucking mandibles. Why did it go there?
Oh, that's bad. Also, I love how this almost like it's bad, but it looks almost sensibly designed, and then you realize it's completely reversed from like how you expect it to be. Like the mouth is at the back.
Stream delay seems much longer than usual. I don't know. My bitrate is mostly fine. I'll close my browser, I guess.
I love the sickos there.
Yeah.
What?
On the stream overlay.
Oh, yeah.
It was Naya's idea, I think. Not a direct request, of course, because that would cost channel points.
Sorry about why the stream did that. I moved my Spore window off stream so I could see my OBS.
Well,
It's only 2 pages. Oh, this one's really nasty. Like, wrinkly? I hate this one.
How are you going to eat?
I'll figure it out. Yeah, alright. Kinda looks like a cheese.
just here to suffer.
Okay, Fritos works. I hate what you've created.
You don't like my little guy?
Oh,
He's
Jesus.
fucking... I'm playing Initial D. Just the energy of the jets pumping and pushing it forward. Oh god.
I hate seeing more of these things out.
Yeah, it just sort of reminds you about the thing that I've done. This mouth is pretty bad, gotta be honest.
I'm glad this happened to you.
You're so cruel. All I've ever done is bring joy and life into this world.
Well, what you created instead was Fritos.
You did bring life.
Quote
into this
from
world,
the
I can
conversation with
corroborate
the
that.
creator of Fritos. Yes! Yes! Come on! Come on! Just one more spikes! Come on, you can do it! Hit it with the spike! Hit it with your mouth!
It's dead.
Yes!
It's dead.
No, but you have to pop them open. Yeah! Fritos!
I hate that that worked. I hate that you could actually eat like that.
Yeah! Fritos! You can do it, Fritos! Oh, that was so thick! This is like fucking... This is this high skill... sort of high skill floor character.
You're just like
Challenge
drifting
run.
into them. You have
Oh.
created a species that needs to drift to survive.
Oh. Yeah. Run away.
No! Hey, Andrea.
That
Andrea.
little one really went for it. Hey.
Yeah, you've arrived just in time.
Yeah, I told some folks on Discord that you were playing Sport, just to make sure.
Yeah, just so nobody misses the first of many Spore streams.
Someday you will conquer the galaxy or whatever. I don't know what happens in Sport.
That's basically, I think, it. Fritos is a
This looks
creature
really
of violence,
insufferable.
so... It's pretty bad, but I'm committed.
It's just making the Spore part of the stream much longer.
I really relate to the frantic, pulsating horror experienced by these poor purple freaks you're chasing. I need poison! I want poison! Oh man.
You got poison, what more do you want?
But they say single-celled organisms sure do die a lot.
That famous quote.
That's what Charles Darwin said.
What is it, like 50% of
I need
all
to see how this
bacteria
works.
phages die every
Okay,
day
they just
or
died.
something?
Now, how are you going to make it work? Oh. Okay, I do like how it still just has like 2 mouths.
It's a little guy. He's got little arms and little legs. Wait. Yeah, he's a little crab. I can't make
I
it
think
any
you should
shorter.
make the very back segment thicker. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
So the mouths are still bad, but overall this is an improvement.
Hey, why did you make it not backwards, Riley? Because I want to be able to finish Spill Stage.
I can say definitely this thing's thick now. Like we had some ass fans in the chat. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? We got-
Echo, please
Uh,
die.
Oh boy.
I got you, no problem.
Oh, you can make them bigger.
Yeah, that's like a real crab. This is a crab.
Kind of more scorpion-like than crab-like, I'd say.
Scorpions and crabs are basically the same.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I agree with you.
This looks like a much more terrifying and dangerous beast.
Yeah, but still sort of has the same carefree, like, glee in its eyes.
Hey.
Hey, I need to eat that. Hey, I
Yeah,
need,
good luck eating.
I need to eat that.
That might be really hard with the spikes knocking any food you want to eat out of the way.
This is just like real life teeth. This is teeth in real life. You know how when you try to put food in your mouth and then your teeth keep blocking your mouth and you can't put food in it?
This is why
Riley,
babies don't have teeth. They have to like start with easy mode and then work their way up.
Riley, do you know how to eat?
Where you put the food into mouth hole, but your teeth keep blocking it because burger too big to fit in mouth because teeth block it.
This is somehow worse than the last one.
It's so much worse. I can kill things, but I cannot eat. I have no mouth.
And it's everyone else who must scream.
Yeah.
Like
I had a bit of
It
Yeah,
was
that'll
genuine.
work.
It was genuinely more functional like that. Oh yeah, make them big. That's good.
Yeah.
There we go.
There
Now
we
it's
go,
dummy
like a
thick.
rocket.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
That's make the jet really tiny now.
I got cheeks.
That's good. I hate how it moves. Keep it like that.
It looks like a fin.
Like breeding pugs.
Good defense, because they can't like eat your horrible butt
Yeah, I can't
mouths.
eat my horrible bum. Okay, now I gotta Tokyo Drift it.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh no. No! No! I Tokyo Drifting! So rude. Looking, interrupting me? Oh no. I stabbed that guy in the eyeball. Riley make Fin. Maybe in Creature stage, but it will not be a very good Fin.
I like in Creature Stage you gotta stick with the theme you've been reading with, though.
Well,
Frito
I might try to make Fin, but I will make Fritos. Maybe I'll make Fin presented by Fritos.
Your food got stolen.
Yeah.
Can you move backwards in this game, or is that not an option?
A
No, you
big.
can only you have tank controls.
Lovely.
You can't be standing brands like this. It's not called standing, it's called having a sponsorship.
Are you sponsored by Frito-Lay?
No. But I'm like, it's aspirational.
One day, your stream will be sponsored by Frito-Lay.
Yeah, and if I keep
Isn't
talking
that
about
just
it,
what standing brands is?
I don't know.
Aspirational sponsorship.
Listen, burritos don't even exist in New Zealand. It was just the first word that came to mind of a cheese crisp. I feel like if you don't want to sell out, don't come to the Spore stream. This is a game for sellouts only. That seems like unnecessary. I feel like that's not in. I don't know why Spore would be like that specifically. That was a good eat.
Yeah.
Naya appreciates the sickos you made, Echo. That was Echo. Kudos to Echo.
Yeah, thanks.
You were saying
I
something
wish I
else?
could have put like a Riley original on there, but we haven't got to creature stage.
Yeah. This creature is honestly working out pretty good. Like I think this is a good design. Fuck yeah,
Spikes are
dude.
long.
Teamwork. Teamwork, dude. Achievement. Yeah, dude. Chivo. Gotta get those Chivos.
Teamwork kills.
Oh no!
Collect every achievement and Spore, you will be freed from Twitch.tv forever.
Like, so I have to shut my channel down?
Yeah, your channel closes itself automatically.
Hanging out on a GameFAQs reading if fan-made sports choose your own adventure someone had made is a thread in the GameFAQs. Till it got unfairly deleted. Okay, that's really... I'm really sad about that. That's such a tragedy of, like...
Lost media.
Yeah, like, art that was just cancelled. This is cancel culture.
The way the spikes knock shit away as you're trying.
This setup works really well in the second half of every like phase because you're bigger on screen.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Stripes. Yeah, I'm playing Spore. I have a great creature that's very effective at eating.
Or a bit real. Hey, you keep doing this long enough, you can end up with enough points to redeem another stage.
Yeah, if everyone...
Yeah.
If everyone... I'm pretty sure I have limited Spore to once per stream.
No, that makes sense. That's still a lot.
Next
Especially-
stream, if another person can do it, then it'll be... fucking... like an hour of Spore, because I'll be playing fucking Creature Stage.
I see. Please don't do it during La Mulana.
You're the
I mean,
closest
it's-
person who's closest to it next, so...
That's
it's
true. I
probably
could.
up to you, like,
I'm the one who could sabotage La Mulana. Do it
like
during La Mulana if you're at a point where you're just like really stuck.
Yeah,
Just give you a little break.
see, the thing about doing this horrible, horrible creature design is that I kind of was like, man, Soul Stage doesn't take very long. What if I could make it longer by being... Well, it wasn't intentional at first, but then you kept telling me to evolve, and I thought it was really funny to not evolve ever, and so now I'm just playing bad on purpose, 'cause it's funny.
No, it's very funny.
No, my greatest enemy!
Yeah, the reason I don't want to do it during La Mulana is I really like La Mulana, so I want to participate in La Mulana when La Mulana happens.
well,
Yeah.
I really like Return to Zork, and I was willing to take the sacrifice. You know.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough.
Also, Naya, I already forget things that happen in La Mulana. That's why I have two co-streamers. Literally, there was a puzzle where we had to write shit down, and Lexi did it for me, because Lexi's a great friend and great co-streamer.
Yeah, I'm just kind of a guest on the La Mulana streams.
Yeah, me and Echo, like, just... Gale and Lexi are our puzzle-solving team. I'm the brawn. They're the brains, I'm the brawn, and Echo is, like, the peanut gallery.
See on
I'm just here to-
that puzzle, on that puzzle, last La Mulana stream, I just got really excited because it was a puzzle I had no idea how to solve.
Yeah. I'm not
So
gonna
I got to
take...
actually participate in solving a puzzle.
Naya, I'm not gonna take notes, partially because you told me to, and also because I wouldn't do it anyway, because I'm bad at... I can't take... This is why I dropped out of fucking college.
I'll take more notes along a lot of it.
Yeah, if you can't do the test without taking notes, the teacher should do a better job.
Exactly.
I'm currently applying for a teacher position, just for reference.
I'm
At,
of
like,
he's
a
in there
school.
shaking.
I got through a master's program for constantly zoning out through lectures, but then just reading through the entire textbook before the exam. I don't know if this is the typical experience, but that's how I did it.
I had a pretty good college math teacher. My experience in college math was mostly spending an extremely long time on the homework and then being like 1 week behind on fully understanding everything. So I learned everything, just slower.
Yeah. Stripes said, if it makes you feel better, my darkest moments are tried applying as a custodian for a Catholic church.
I'd be a custodian for a Catholic church.
Yeah.
He's cleaning shit off the walls, who cares?
Oh, Catholic school.
Oh, Catholic school. Yeah, that would be worse, I think.
Yeah, school is also a lot bigger than church.
I assume a school would just be grosser than a church.
Almost certainly, yeah, because it's full of Catholic kids.
Yeah. You know, the more religious the kids are raised in,
The worse the
the more
shit.
nasty. It's getting nasty.
Well,
me, I was raised
Catholicism
the
has
way
a
churches
direct
are.
correlation with bowel health. This
Yeah.
is a known fact.
I would know. I was like about as Catholic as a Protestant gets. My health is abysmal.
Science facts.
Oh god, you're gonna die.
No, I'm not. I'm too good at video games. Oh my god, I'm so fucking swag. Holy shit.
Yeah, that shit was pretty sick. You're Tokyo drifting with the best of them.
It's true.
Can you kill one of your own species and eat them?
I don't believe so.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
Thinking about the comic I recently read where like the final fight was between two people who could regenerate their body parts, but they couldn't generate any new flesh. So they just got skinnier as they got like arms back. And the resolution to the fight was the main character just going, wait, we both have the same thing. I can just eat their flesh.
Am I planning to stream Llama Lana 2 also as a question? Of course I am. I'm very excited to stream Llama Lana 2. I'm also definitely going to stream Llama Lana as a randomizer probably at some point. Because that would be very fun.
I feel like the AI does not know what to do with your creature.
It really doesn't. They keep dying. You can eat your other creature's flesh if something else has already killed them.
Oh, you're getting
proboscis.
you're getting zipped.
Yeah. Stop that! Stop! Fuck!
You got very big too.
Yes. Yes, Fro. The bats suck. I also have already watched, like, I've watched a friend of mine stream Llama Lana, like, a decent amount. And still had no fucking clue about any of this shit, so.
I have to check something actually.
This music's kind of vibe, though. Kind of a good vibe.
Yeah, true.
Yes!
Hey, you beat Spore.
I did it. You're
You
free,
did it.
Fritos. You're free.
You're on the path to being
Okay, do I make
smart.
my creature, or do I save that for next time?
I think you should save it for next time.
Save it for next time.
Oh, there's something to look forward to, creatively and
The game on
mechanically.
the game on planet Zork is saved.
Yeah. Please, no more Spore.
Why is it starting with Space Stage unlocked?
Okay. Now I have to relaunch Zork. Hope everyone
that was fun.
enjoyed that. Hope that was a worthwhile spending of 9,999 channel points, Echo.
It felt worth it to me.
Stripes is redeemed to put an image on stream. Echo, can you do that?
Pretty good image.
Yeah.
I need to check out what this image is.
This is a good image.
Having to relaunch Zork does let me watch the great intro again, and since there's so many people to watch, they can get to see the amazing intro. Because it's so good. It's really, really good.
You should stream it to us.
Oh, fuck yeah. Every time someone redeems Spore, you should raise the price. No, I feel like that's just... I actually like playing Spore as well as the thing, but not enough to stream it. Like, so having it be a channel points reward is a good middle ground, where it's like... It's funny. The way that I'm keeping up with channel points inflation is by having a 1 million channel points reward. That everyone wants to do. Everyone wants to see sound alert splat.
Ah, the sweepstakes winner. I've been looking forward to... No! No!
Oh, I love it when his face does that. It's so good. Yeah, yeah, Frog. You haven't seen it. It's so good.
I love this music.
It's such good music.
Okay, this should be good. And this is a good use of this image.
Boneless gender.
I feel like the Chatter's Curse was very fun. So
Yeah, I had a really good
Yeah.
chat as Curse. This has been a great.
Hey!
Great stream so far. Chat, you've all been doing great
It is.
contributions.
It has kind of set a high standard for Chatter's Curse, because, like, you know, the rhyme and everything.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel like if you're gonna write your own
The slightly dubious rhyme.
I think that's ideal. It should be like a true curse.
Oh yeah, Frog. That's the intro where where the wizard guy's like, "Hey, I need a new battery. I need a new battery." What was the rhyme? It was a rhyme about I forget now.
You were mean to a skeleton.
Yeah.
See if I can find it.
The curse was that I had to
Yes.
ride the skeleton boat.
Rude to skeleton shatters pain. You made him labor in vain. Apologize and do him right. Ride the boat 3 times and do it right.
You could have done ride the boat 3 times tonight.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I'm back on the vulture again. I still don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm a curse professional. So.
Is there anywhere you couldn't go?
No, all this places on the are Bane. My zoom out, it just takes me to the... Go to the rapids? And that would just kill me.
Can't believe that Frog would slander KJ52 in this chat.
What happens if I go to the rapids? Yeah, you know what?
Instantly.
That's fair.
You clicked on a skull and you died. That seems like truth in advertising.
Well, I know that I can do that, but I still don't know what that has to do with this sheet of metal.
That was the sound.
Yeah.
Well, Frog, how can you argue with brown hair, eyes of blue, 200 pounds, clocking in at 6'2"? You can catch me watching Veggie Tales, sipping Mountain Dew. Spending so much money at the mall and gadzooks. Now I'm rolling through McDonald's. I'm getting a number 2.
He says gadzooks in a rap.
I do enjoy the word gadzooks being in a rap, actually.
I love the carrots music.
I love how there is just theme of carrots.
It's so awful. Oh my god, this
Yeah.
MIDI is terrible.
Yeah, it's KJ52. It's the letter, the like numbers spelled out is the name of the song. It's just I
No,
think it's
you're
a
not.
My Name Is the like Slim Shady song. I think that's what it is. It's like basically a parody of it. It might be just a parody of it.
We could not let a white rapper say gadzooks when he's talking about. Yeah. No, yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brock. I didn't know you had it committed to memory. I have like this one song vaguely rattling around my head, but I don't have like the words. I had to look them up.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this dog? I feel like it has to be something.
I don't.
Yeah, I thought
I
you were
think
on something with like, the tape recorder. I thought it would be like, hey, play the sound of like a specific person that the dog recognizes.
There was a thing that mentioned a dog, like dog noises, and I can't remember what it was.
Does the tape recorder have Alexis on it?
No. Also, yes, I did, Andrea. I had to. All of the images that people suggest have to go down. It does have Alexis. But I forget where the fucking dog. Echo, can you look up on the guide what the, like, if there's something that needs Alexis's noises? Because I remember something vaguely, but I don't remember the specifics.
Well, the audio will just glitch and make a fart noise now and then in this game.
Yeah.
As far as like car CDs as a kid, all I remember is having by Reliant K.
Again, he tells me another thing.
Hey, remember the spy that believed our story about the wall of illusion? Well, the only thing that can shatter a wall of illusion is a flying disc of Frobaz. So practitioners of evil broke one up and hid all the pieces before we could destroy it. Now they also built a secret mechanical forge to put the pieces back together.
That's noteworthy.
Yeah.
That's noteworthy. Every time I walk in front of this inn, he says a new thing.
Hey, you know that forge I was talking about? No one I know has ever seen this alleged forge, so it may be just a myth. But then there are people out there who don't believe a Cyclops used to live down here. So there's probably a forge somewhere, only it won't look like a forge.
What did you want me to look up?
The Alexis, the dog.
Canuck created a wall of illusion for Morpheus. We need the flying disc of Frobaz now.
That's noteworthy.
Oh, finally, he's done.
Okay, so this is you use the sound after the disc stuff is done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hate Weird Al also.
This looks like a Sega CD game. That's not surprising.
It's like two things I remember about Reliant K. One, they were kind of mid. I don't think they were bad, but I don't think they're super great either. And the second thing is that's not how you spell Reliant, but it's like misspelled in a way that doesn't feel like a title misspelling. It feels like they just
Something I can do for you?
fucked it up, and it's irritating.
We built them. Me, Trimbile, Roper, Canuck. That's a prototype. It can receive, but
Yeah, I
it
don't-
can't send. We were still working the bugs out when the partnership folded.
Yeah, you know me, I'm pretty anti-parody music, but Weird Al, never funny.
I've been wondering where you've been. Hey, listen, I just realized something. A long time ago, I think I remember Canuck using vultures to fly to our farm to visit my dad. And then he tried to sell him these really goofy gizmos.
So I have to fly to her farm with the vulture.
I think the main problem with Weird Al is just like the joke is, wouldn't it be funny if this song, um, but like not the cool thing it's supposed to be about?
Yeah, fuck Canuck.
Yeah, fuck Canuck. Well, what it often was, I think, in a lot of Weird Al stuff was like, at least in the circles that I ended up getting put in as a kid, was just like, oh, okay, so now white people can listen to this song. Like,
Okay.
I love white and nerdy. Like,
I love how it just goes to the vulture flying above and then it immediately cuts away to the map.
yeah, there should be a really long vulture flying animation like the boat.
Yeah. That achieved nothing! That did nothing!
I think that might have just been a hint that flying on a vulture is possible, not telling you where to go with it.
Damn it.
Also bad, don't forget the Weird Al Yankovic parody of the song Bad by Michael Jackson. Let's not forget that.
Echo, can you give me a hint?
Sure. Where are we at? What should I word search?
I have the magnet.
Magnet. Oh. According to this, if you use the magnet with the whistle and blow the whistle, you can use the vulture on your map at any time.
Oh.
So like if you open the map, you just get to use it.
Oh, okay. So I should be.
Yeah. I mean like double check mode.
I've been wondering where you've been.
Oh my god.
I understand the ancient ruins had a special purpose, but I also heard there were giant bats that could carry you away.
Giant bats? Shit ass.
I think shit ass is discriminatory language to those of us who have a shit ass and like can't help it. Wiping your ass is a privilege.
Shut up. I'm gonna go to the witch's hut.
Oh, hello. The potion's not ready yet, but you could have a cup of tea. Frogs have to boil down just a bit. I use too much water. Most people wouldn't dare smile at a witch. Someone special used to smile at me like that. But we haven't spoken in ages. Forget why.
I love that interaction. I need to ask her what the fuck I have to do with any of this shit.
That was useful.
Yeah.
This guide, unlike the other guide, tells you to do the magnet thing before the joke book so that you can fast travel to all the joke book places.
That makes sense. I don't know what the fuck you were trying to type there, Stripes. I was really hoping she would tell me what to do with this background now.
Oh. You've got one of Rupert's
Okay, that's
orbs.
definitely one of your hands is to
He
the
built it
side.
with Wizard Trimbile and Moodok. Connected on the battery. Canuck must be about 425 years old by now. And the wizard? He's got to be a lot older than that. They cast themselves a long life spell before the Great Diffusion. 400 years ago, all the wizards got together to dispel the evil magic from the Great Underground Empire. Everything with magical powers was either destroyed or dismantled. Fat lot of good that did.
It's the most people wouldn't smile. Most people wouldn't dare smile at a witch. I had someone who used to smile at me like that.
Oh,
We haven't talked
you've
in a
got some
while.
Illuminite?
Can't remember why.
You know, the dwarfs found a huge piece of it. They used to call that Phoebo's Folly. That was before they found a use for the stuff. Poor Phoebo. He wasn't appreciated in his lifetime. Flew out an open mine shaft after a drinking binge. Couldn't tell his left from his right.
I still have this key. The FMV people mouths move like they all... Yeah, because they have the, like, talking sprites, which are just, like, little mouth movements. It's great. Oh my god, I can just fast travel. Holy shit.
Oh, you just have fast travel.
Yeah.
That's useful.
Have you had a dream before?
No. Do I need to take a nap? I already paid.
Oh, back again. You want your same room back? It's still available.
I should get lost in the swamp? Fuck you, Andrea.
Your room's right upstairs. You're in room 1.
I think the problem with trying to sleep was that Grooze happened.
You drop Illuminite on the nightstand.
Fuck. It's a good point. I did know that you said that and I was like, wait, that makes sense. That's a good place for Illuminate. You fall asleep and dream.
Just agrees like
I like I have to fall asleep to progress this game. There's some great snoring ASMR. Oh god. Oh, this is terrifying. It's Morpheus.
Let me dream along with you. I like to see what others see. Feel what others feel. I am Morpheus.
What?
That's it.
That's it?
What is that? How does that help?
That was terrifying.
I like to see, hear, feel,
Uh,
think.
have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? The free trial allows you to play up to level 60, including the first expansion, with no time limits.
None of these country bumpkins have any internet, but you, I see, you have plenty. Come join me on the Primal Data Center.
Fuck. This didn't tell me anything! I have no clue what I'm supposed to do with this information. I dreamed, and that it gave me no hints.
Okay. Bunch of shit we've already done. Everything's out of order, obviously, because this game's an open world.
It is open world.
Red Talon. Oh, the lighthouse keeper wants the Illuminite. He said in the beginning.
Wait, what? Sorry?
When we first went to the lighthouse, the guy was like, "Have you got spare Illuminite?
Oh,
I'd
shit!
love to have some."
You're right! Oh my god. I get to go talk to the lighthouse man again.
You could argue that I'm just reading a guide, but this is more of like a memory thing.
That glowing thing. Ah. Thank you. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Those other Frobozos Rupert suckered in never came back.
I feel like I shot of him in like the hole with like just his face. That's like the PNG tuber framing.
Yeah, that was it. That was the ideal. Like, his mouth just like moved, so it was like, that is just like a beautiful, beautiful face.
It's a good thing you know the password.
Good thing you know the password.
Yeah. Well, now that should keep vultures away, in theory.
Can you walk down the place that killed you before?
It's hard to know which ones I want to save over, because there's only... Wait! Oh my god!
Hey.
I didn't realize!
See, I was wondering why you weren't using the buttons, but I assumed you had a reason.
Yeah, his
Well,
voice
now I
is a
know.
little quieter on the stream end, but also he is just kind of... A lot of the characters in this game are kind of unintelligible. Nope.
Oh. What? Okay, I know what you have to do. It's at the lighthouse.
Okay. That makes
Very
sense.
often I tell you what to do, and you're like, "Oh, that makes sense," and it really never does to me. So like, I feel like I should give you a good shot to figure it out.
Can't do anything with this now.
I will be back.
What?
Huh? Huh?
What? I didn't have a rope on that. It makes a double rope bridge. I have to do the knot. I didn't even know there was a rope on this talon. I guess that's what's tied around it. Throw talon at rail. But I can't see, there's like no interactable.
Did you tie it first? That's what I
God.
was.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Wait. It says the rope separate from the talon. Can you separate them?
Nope. I don't have a rope in my inventory.
I thought you had a rope at one point.
I think I used it.
Wonderful
Oh, hiya,
soft launch.
sailor.
Oh, you used it at Chuckles.
Right, yes.
You never
and
have to.
Yeah, you don't. I don't
go
have to go
back there
back down
again, I
there
think.
again.
I hope you don't.
Well, I've already done the thing there, so I don't know why I would.
It's a pretty horrible place.
Yeah, I don't like Chuckles very much. It's a comedy club where you die if you don't tell any jokes.
It's also a comedy club where just like inevitably it requires that you have this plant that only survives if you're in a good mood, and you can't go in and out of Chuckles without it almost dying.
How do I use the rope?
Can you use the rope instead of like the thing?
Oh.
Oh. That doesn't look like a cow hitch, that just looks like a bunch of fucking...
Okay, so
Ah, yeah.
it just assumes that if you throw the talon at the rail, it's supposed to fucking work. Okay, tie cow hitch on rail, pick up talon, tie talon on rope. Rope. Yeah, there we go!
I love how it does the double rep bridge thing, like it just gives you like what it wants.
Yeah, it just like, it assumes
But-
that you've done the right thing. Wait, I can go home! No, wait, no, this isn't my house. This is my beautiful house. This is a different house. A different White House.
Phoebo's cluster used to be here. Now, Canuck started acting very strange after he came in contact with the thing. One night he snuck in here and swapped the cluster for a fake.
Only a temple.
A shield.
This shield has nipples.
Yeah, I was about to say. Cow shield. See, the problem...
You remember that cluster? Phoebo's Folly, they used to call it. The one Canuck walked off with.
Can't you tell me all at once?
That Canuck. What a character. You know, it took us nearly a decade to figure out that he was cuckoo.
Again. Again.
Now, Canuck's been overpowered by the cluster. Now, the cluster isn't happy being called the cluster anymore. Ooh, it wants to be called Morpheus.
Okay, come on.
Has delusions of grandeur, wouldn't you say? And Canuck seems to be taking instructions from it.
So wait, Morpheus is a sentient cluster of Illuminite?
It's pretty sick.
That's pretty dope, honestly. That's a really cool...
Hello.
Oh.
You must have traveled far. Not
Oh,
too
hey,
many
that's
people
the
visit
drip.
the temple anymore. Not since the reign of darkness began. There's only one magical device left that can shatter the wall of illusion that allows evil to thrive. The device was a disc that was broken and its pieces divided and hidden. The disc must be reforged. I do not know exactly how, but the orb you carry will focus the light.
I've been granted a magical favor. Thanks. Holy woman. Her eyebrows are so, like, posed. Oh, what was that?
Since the time of the cluster and Canuck's disappearance, the world has become increasingly dark. Very few people come here anymore.
I went to the altar and she got just very...
That used to hold a large crystal of illuminite. It was called the cluster. Canuck used to be mesmerized by it, and when he disappeared, the cluster lost its brilliance. I believe the cluster was evil.
I believe the cluster was evil.
That used to hold a large crystal of illuminite. It was called
Oh, no.
the cluster.
I can't skip it.
Canuck
Can't
used to
skip
be
it.
mesmerized by it, and when he disappeared, the cluster lost its brilliance. I believe the cluster was evil.
Why does this have to do a separate cutscene?
Since the time of the cluster and Canuck's disappearance, the world has become increasingly dark.
She's so much harder to
few
see
people
from
come
over here.
Yeah, but
Who's
you
this?
see like the full outfit. She's a holy woman.
Yeah, we're at Belnay Temple. I got a cow nipple shield.
Oh,
Got
cool.
6 nipples. It's a scoop-shaped shield, so I assume I have to scoop something with it. Because of course. Oh shit!
You're kind of clumsy for this kind of work, aren't you? Can't be too choosy these days. Here, you'll need this.
The fucking
Wait.
guys in the background!
You must be one of us.
Well, they're like 2-frame
You're the
animation.
bearer of the dwarven sword of Zork. Good. Need all the help we can get. How much illuminite do we have left? Right now we have enough. Now let me get this straight. Right now, we've got plenty of illuminite. Yes, sir. It's stockpiled to the left of the armory. Where? Right over there. Where? I don't see it.
This is like Abbott and Costello delivery.
Yeah.
Keep those lines straight. It's right over there. It's covered. Oh. On the left. The left. Right. Keep those lines straight.
What was... What are they... What? Who are these people?
That's noteworthy. Oh my god, I love these guys. Oh, this is...
The boys.
You gave me a mining helmet. Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Now you can go into dark places.
Yeah, I can just put it on. I love the
Anytime.
dwarven dudes just fucking strolling in the fucking back. Oh, it's so
We gotta
good.
keep those lines straight.
Gerald, we've got the bearer of the dwarven...
Okay, so that just does... I'm glad I can skip that. Glad I can skip that one. No time for small talk.
Really can't ask them about Illuminate.
Let me see that. Yep.
Yup.
Oh my god, I love that. Let me see that. Yep.
They're fucking cannons and shit. Hell yeah.
So, you're back. Ready to storm the Citadel.
Ready to storm the Citadel? Excuse me, no? What? Excuse me?
You could go to the cave.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the troll caverns. I forgot I have fast travel now.
Well, I meant the cave that was like where they were.
I think that might be the storming the Citadel. I don't want to risk that. What I want to do is the troll caverns.
I don't think that's storming the Citadel.
I fucked up.
That was the incorrect swing.
I love how trolls are just like
Dudes.
guys.
They're just dudes. I have myself for just a second. Okay, so swinging up, swinging down, none of those work.
Bulls rule.
Why does this game have combat? Because it's a fantasy adventure, Andrea. You can't do fantasy adventures without fighting trolls.
I like that sound.
A little bit crunchy.
Like, I don't think the sword is very...
Echo, I think we might be getting
Sharp.
echo from you or some.
The echo's coming from Echo, which feels appropriate.
Why am I echoing?
I have no idea. Oh god, this guy's a sword. That was an awful noise. He just like right in the jugular. I just have to hear that every time. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's a beautiful fighting animation. Oh yeah, I got it in one. No more troll cards. Fuck yes. Yeah, they're just dudes. Like, they're not... They're just kind of dudes.
Invader! So, you made it this far. You may have killed my brother trolls, but you won't kill me.
Love the wig.
Stab him.
I don't know if I want to do that. He has like an amulet.
What if you just give him your sword? As a peace offering. What was that?
It's this idle animation. Please do it again. Please. Please do it again, troll leader. I need...
He only does it once.
Yeah!
Nope. Maybe he wants a hug.
Wait! Wait! No! No! Spare me! I'll give you this necklace. It has magical powers. Magical powers! Just don't hurt me.
Okay, okay, dude. I won't. I showed him my sword, and he's like, "Ah, fuck! I don't want any of that."
I don't know what powers you possess, but you're no match for me. First you killed my brother, and now you want to be friends? I don't know what powers you possess, but you're no match for me. You'll never get out of here alive. Wait! Wait! No! No! Spare me! I'll give you this necklace.
Threatening is the
It has
answer in this
magical powers.
situation.
Magical powers! Just don't hurt me.
The necklace of fear.
Oh, that animation was so good.
Really good.
Ah,
It's a video game.
the necklace from
Allegedly.
Troll. Pretty scary. Well, great cave, dude. I don't know what this necklace does. I feel like wearing it might be a bad idea. I still don't know what this
Blood.
means.
Means lead.
Why is this cave a sewer? No idea.
Troll's truly defeated, honestly.
Oh, this isn't safe. Okay, well, now I have this necklace of fear. I should ask someone about it. You know what this is? Who's like someone knowledgeable?
Holy woman?
Holy one might know.
Like standing right next to it, you still vulture over there.
Welcome back.
Oh, the fart noise.
That used to hold a large crystal of illuminite. It was called the cluster.
I already asked you about
Canuck
this. It was
used to
an
be
accident.
mesmerized by it, and when he disappeared, the cluster lost its brilliance. I believe the cluster was evil. The disc must be reforged. I do not know exactly how, but the orb you carry will focus the light. Illuminite. Illuminite.
Illuminate.
Illuminite.
Illuminate.
Illuminate.
You have the true sword. Let me bless it.
Yeah, do it.
Oh.
Fuck, yes. Give me my sword upgrade.
No attack.
You have the
Kill
true
her.
sword. Let me bless it.
It's blessed.
That
Give-
used to
give
hold
sword,
a large
maybe?
crystal
God damn
of
it.
illuminite. It was called the cluster. Canuck used to be mesmerized by it, and when he disappeared, the cluster lost its brilliance. I believe the cluster was evil.
Oh. Oh.
That's some church music.
That was a beautiful, beautiful song.
It will serve you faithfully in your fight against evil.
The Dwarven sword has been blessed. Fuck yes.
I
Nice.
could have used that back when we were slaughtering trolls.
To be honest, I don't even think I would have. I don't think I needed it. They're kind of chumps. Okay. I wonder if Boos would know about this sword. About the Necklace of Fear. You think Boos would know?
Oh, you know what LUD is, Riley?
What?
Left, up, down. It's how you're
Oh my
supposed to
god.
strike.
Well... I guess I'll just keep it. I'm sure it'll be relevant at some point. My inventory's so full of garbage.
Illuminite attracts evil magic like a magnet.
That guy with the horrible living room is Moodok. He was a character earlier in the game. Did you see these guys near the Abbott and Costello dwarves? I'm gonna talk to them so you can see them now.
General, we've got the bearer of the dwarven sword of Zork. Good. Need all the help we can get. How much illuminite do we have left? Right now we have enough. Now let me get this straight. Right now, we've got plenty of illuminite. Yes, sir. It's stockpiled to the left of the armory. Where? Right over there. Where? I don't see it. Forgot my glasses. Keep those lines straight. It's right over there. It's covered. Oh. On the left. The left. Right. Keep those lines straight.
It's a beautiful. They're beautiful. I love these dwarves so much. There's also...
It's just like a deeply worse and non-functional version of Who's on First.
Welcome back.
There's also this lady who makes fart noise whenever she zooms in. I killed the trolls. There was one of the trolls was very... I'm kind of sad we didn't get a clip of the troll guy because he was really funny.
So, you're back.
Okay.
Ready to storm
Goodbye,
the
Nan.
Citadel.
I hope you've enjoyed Zork. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, we're back in the skull zone from Faust.
Right back where you left. Oh my god. They tell you that this bit is the answer to the puzzle.
I have it written in front of me if you want.
Okay, thank god.
Because, I mean, what are you going to do? Write it down?
Yeah, no, that's true. Okay. Can you tell me it? Can you, like, write it down in the
left.
stream chat?
Left, right, straight, right, left, right, straight, right, left, left, right, straight.
Yeah, can you put that in the chat, in the stream overlay chat?
Yeah, sure. Let me chat it real quick in Discord. Left, right, straight, right, left, right, straight, right,
Oh,
left,
fuck
left,
you.
right, straight. It's like the voice chat, right? Oh, sorry, the voice chat left.
Oh, this is the music they chose for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of how the animation works, it always feels like you've fucked up. Because it takes ages before it
Yeah.
actually turns.
I think we're near something we missed during the Great Diffusion.
Ancient ruins. Oh yeah, these are the ruins that move. Phoebos, also known as the cluster. Phoebos probably becomes the cluster becomes Morpheus. The cluster as it gained power renamed itself Morpheus. Near the Holy Temple of Melnir, there are ancient ruins. Sculptures that legend says used to move. They are the shrines to the 6 muses of the arts. The forge to sky, just the orbital focus the light needed to make the forge work. Oh,
Seems normal.
nothing happens when you click on these statues.
So you put something in there and...
What the?
You put the helmet in?
I doubt it.
Oh.
Hey Echo, can I do anything here? Kill these buff man.
I don't think so yet.
No. Can I teleport there now? I can't.
Okay, so there's items you put with the statues.
That
Okay,
makes sense.
there's like a bunch of stuff that you have to have. It's like
It's
a
about
probably a
arts?
climactic thing.
Welcome back.
Presumably it's about art, right? Arts stuff?
No, it's just stuff.
I'm guessing this shield is one of them.
So, you're back. Ready to storm the Citadel.
I'm really hoping this would be the use of the bow. Okay, well... I'm gonna keep this on me in case I need it. Now I'm just stuck again.
Have you shown the disc to the lighthouse guy?
The disc? No, I haven't.
I can't believe you've got that. Look, look. I've got a piece too. Here. You should take that across the river to the holy woman at Belnir Temple.
Thanks.
Do you know what that is? No, you don't know what that is. That is part of the flying disc of Frobaz.
Robots! My disc is almost complete. It's almost
missing
complete.
one.
Welcome back.
Have you found a Hungry Boar memorial?
No, but I vaguely remember something being mentioned about a boar at one point.
Okay. I think that is the next thing you have to do.
What the fuck?
It is very funny where this boar memorial is.
Is it next? Oh, there's these other 2 memorials.
True.
I can sense that your sword is glowing blue.
Oh, because it's blessed. Well, I already killed all the trolls. I didn't need it. Is the Hungry Boat Memorial in the forest?
It's
Hi,
not in the
how's your
Silent Hill
progress?
Forest,
Yeah.
I'll tell
Oh, I
you
just
that.
found this out. There's a legend about a fearsome necklace.
This screen always has way higher brightness than everything else.
The legend about a
Keeps milk
fearsome
fresh for
necklace.
days. Oh, that's useful.
I love that you can ask someone about an item in your inventory and they say like, "Oh, that's useful." Yeah, thanks. For what?
Oh, that's useful.
Tell me, what are you for?
Oh, that's useful.
I studied up. I can translate it now. Why do flatheads write TGIF on their shoes? Toes go in first. I've heard about the cliffs of depression. That's where transluminite comes from. There's a comedy club there? Hey, I just found this in an old magazine on magic. It says if you put bat guano in... I can't read that part. Anyway, it says you can become invisible. I wonder what that says.
Right, yeah, that's the sliding puzzle that I sold ages ago. Search for water unseen at falls, mixed with bat dropping yields potion for invisibility. So I need to put some water. But what's water unseen at falls?
Who can truly know?
Well, you do have a walkthrough.
I don't know of anything of guano. I know of only this mysterious place.
Now you get to listen to this great forest vibe music while I meander about aimlessly because I have no fucking clue where I'm going. Hey, Echo.
Yeah?
How do I get to the war memorial?
You hit that with the witch's stick.
You can hit it with anything.
Or the sword, I guess.
You can hit it with a knife, too.
Oh.
You just have to hit it with an implement.
So you want to get to a pile of leaves.
Pile of leaves. I vaguely remember a pile of leaves, but not where.
Yeah, I can only tell you where from, like, the entrance.
Okay, back at the entrance.
E.
Oh, I didn't realize you could just go east straight. Well, no, you can't go east. You can only go north. So, north and then
No,
east.
I didn't.
Oh, is that you
I
just...
didn't say E. I said T.
T?
T, as in, pick throw. I'm playing too.
I see.
Target. F2, I assume is forward twice. Left forward. Left forward. Right forward. Right forward twice. Left forward twice. This is a really big forest.
Yeah.
Right forward 3 times.
Oh my god.
Right forward 5 times.
Oh my god!
Right forward. Left forward.
Oh yeah, and I burnt these, and
Um,
and it killed me.
This game was made for people who really like to make maps.
I have the solution to the leaf file, and it makes absolutely no sense.
You wanna tell me?
Hit it with a sword.
Throw the key.
What?
Why?
Oh, because
Wait, what is it? Why does the key work but not other stuff?
I think you can probably just throw
I don't
anything,
know.
but I guess it's just a useless item.
I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
Well, you can cut it with a sword now. And then you get the key back.
Okay, so...
How did that help?
Well, now I can get past
Well,
it, I
now,
guess.
if you walk over it, it's gonna trap you. Look.
Oh,
Okay. From the trap, you want to go forward left and then forward 4 times.
I go forward,
Yeah.
left, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah! 4!
Yeah.
That is just a picture of a board. It's been digitized.
You know what you do with boars in adventure games, Riley?
Kill them?
Yeah.
Okay. This music. What the fuck?
So do you have every disc piece now?
I do. What is that? God, I hate mazes. Well,
I just think it's funny that we got to do more mazes today.
yeah. I was so sure I was free from mazes. Okay,
More mazes, more boat, spore.
yeah.
What a beautiful day.
Good play today.
Welcome back.
Hey, I fixed the disc. I got all the pieces. I have to forge it, but I don't know where the forge is.
I know where the fort is.
Well, fucking whoopee for you, Echo.
Trying to think of a riddle so that I can share it in a nice, fun way.
Yeah, you need to come up with a good riddle for me.
Huh?
Can you fix this? Doesn't care. The forge appears. Not a
It
forge.
fucked up my line breaks.
Okay, so what is... So... The forge appears, not a forge. Circular object to engorge the disc, a magic thing. I guess must be a magic place, blessed.
Okay, I put it in Discord with the line breaks. I swear to God. Twitch.tv.
Okay.
Meter.
Ugh. That's why you go magic place.
The forge appears, not a forge. circular object to engorge. The disc a magic thing, I guess. Must be a magic place. Bless. And so tomorrow may we bring the sun and shine and everything. And in the end, if I be so spurious, will rhyme okay and defeat Morpheus.
That was alright, okay.
Welcome back.
I try. I promise, Jan, I tried my best.
Okay, stop with the fucking rhyming now. That's enough.
I
Welcome back.
suppose I'll stop. I guess. Fuck it.
Oh,
Okay, but what if there was like a
Since the time
rhyme-based
of
Chatter's
Hussey
curse?
and Canuck's disappearance, the world has become increasingly
I
dark.
think it would be fun to have like
Very few people come here anymore.
speech challenges.
yeah, if there's good Chatter's curse is speaking in rhymes. I have to speak in rhymes all the times.
Speaking rhymes, speaking riddles.
I love this.
Include an alliteration in every sentence.
I wonder if the waif knows.
Oh, it's you again. Stay back, okay?
What up, waif? We don't visit our wife enough.
I've never seen anything like that.
Do you still have the box?
Yeah,
Cool.
nothing in it. What do you want to use the rotten meat for? Oh, for the
Use-
vultures.
You use it for the vultures, yeah.
This music's really ominous for the village. Oh. Okay, this is what I thought.
The council will decide your fate.
Beautiful. I love that.
Actions speak louder than words.
There's a javelin. There's lifting.
On the left seems to be... Well, it looks like they're playing a saxophone.
To each his own. There's someone like stepping on something and catching something. There's someone holding a thing and kicking. I just love this music. The
Yeah.
fucking like redistribute the wealth.
You're missing one object.
Only one?
Yep.
Hmm.
I think. And it's not really that you're missing the object, it's just that you don't have it.
Hmm. That's
What's
weird.
what's the difference?
It's like an object. It's like the rope. Like you've had it before.
Right, but it's put somewhere. Is it the rat?
Congrats, Andrea. What's the damage on it?
Aha! Stick.
Oh yeah, we're. I don't know what the shiny metal thing does.
Okay, I only need 3 more.
I don't know what that third statue is supposed to be. I guess I kind of see it.
That said like a, it had like a clue. Something is clearly missing. Okay, alright. Does one of you guys want carrots?
I'll say one of the items you've tried is a correct choice.
What? Is it the bow?
I mostly tell you that because I think it would suck if you. It sucks to like try something and to have it not work.
Yeah, can you tell me what it... Oh, is it that?
Yeah. That statue has teeth. The hat looks so goofy.
It's so fucking stupid. It's great. Can I take instruments from the Fool's Memorial? There's no... I don't think there's instruments there, there's just like juggling balls. Also, the person is not playing a saxophone, they're holding a witch's staff. Obviously. Lexi was obviously just wrong, because it's so obvious that they would be holding a witch's staff and not playing a saxophone. The obvious answer.
We can't all be like Zork masters like you.
Yeah. No, well, I know.
Okay.
You get one on your sword?
I don't want to. I want my sword.
Well, maybe you can take it back when you're done. Can you put them on the wrong ones?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
They'll only go where they're supposed to go.
If you could put them on the wrong ones, that would be fucking awful. So I have all of the other things on me, right? I have a bunch of them on me.
You're missing one thing, but apart from that, yeah.
What the
They're an item neglected. Answer true. If God, that clue sounds really obvious. I don't want to say it.
Well, to be fair, if you don't tell me, I'm just gonna repeatedly try every item and probably forget which items that I've tried and not, and just keep going like that forever.
You are mostly trying the same ones over again.
Yeah, well, listen.
And yeah, it truly takes an element of a brilliant mind to see clearly the item to be used.
Okay.
That's my clue.
Oh.
That's so...
Yeah, that makes...
That's so crunchy. It's just like...
Fake thermos.
That thermos sprite is so funny.
Okay,
Getting closer.
3 statues left. Although the one in the middle seems different,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you have to go
Yeah,
that
I
one's
don't
up
think
there
you
or not.
put anything in the middle statue.
So there's
You
2
only have
left.
2.
And you know you don't have one of the items.
Yeah. Select your clue difficulty for the item you don't have.
Medium.
Medium. Okay, that's the hardest difficulty to write. Let me think.
Oh shit, it was the
Oh.
orb.
The orb. Well,
It It takes a sharp mind to pick the right item for that statue. That's my clue.
And it's something that I've had
It's medium.
before. That I've left somewhere.
Yeah.
I
It
don't even
takes a sharp mind to know which one.
It's not the rats, is it?
Oh, hiya, sailor.
It's not the boat. It's not the boat rats.
I don't think so. Because you have to get rid of the box.
I have a knife and a sword.
Yeah, but it's not in your inventory right now.
Yeah. So.
Oh, back again. You want your same room back? It's still available.
I mean, it looks like a javelin. So.
Kind of like a knife.
Yeah.
Your room's right upstairs. You're in room 1.
I love that.
You're in
I love
room
that.
1.
1.
Now you can get the meat back.
Oh.
A box of everyone's favorite cereal, Rodney's Fun Cereal. You can tell this is a fantastical world of magic and nonsense because everyone has a favorite cereal that's the same. Can you imagine that?
I found out what Morpheus is doing with the stone statues. Oops, gotta go.
Okay.
What?
What? It did. Excuse me?
I found out what Morpheus
Oops,
is
gotta
doing
go.
with the stone statues. Oops, gotta go.
You don't have to go, clearly, because you're standing here.
gotta go. Stares at you.
It's insulting. I just realized the terrain on this is, like, just flipped. The same sprite.
Huh.
Just like, you know what? That's fair. Echo, I don't remember anywhere that I've left an item.
It's not a claw. It's not a tooth.
Okay, so I thought I couldn't take the talon off, or else it would fuck it up. I did think about the talon, but I was like, no, I can't do that, or else it'll fuck the bridge up. I guess I don't need the bridge anymore.
You can fly.
Yeah. Whoops. That's huge. What the
Is it-
fuck?
Yeah, I think all of these are scaled badly. No, it's because you throw the talent. Now it's gone. Oh, I see.
The orb gets thrown around. And the orb gets focused. Oh shit! Oh shit! Yes! 20 points, baby! The flying disc of Phobos has been forged!
Okay, I actually kind of love this, like, Rube Goldberg forge.
This is so good.
Oh,
Okay.
you're really close to the end.
Of the game?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I kind of got that feeling, but I had no idea, like...
I'm just gonna read ahead.
Phobos disc. It's got a fucking dog on it playing fetch, which I think is good. I was kind of thinking that was nearing the end of the game, because the map only has so much space, and I've been to pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You don't care? You don't care, lady? Fuck you. I'm gonna talk to me about it. Why does nobody care about that I have the flying disc of Phobos? It gave me 20 points. Rebecca Snoot isn't even here. What am I supposed to tell about my disc? Lighthouse Man, do you have anything to say to me?
Do you know what that is? No, you don't know what that is. That is part of the flying disc of Phobos.
Well, no, it's the fix. I fixed it, but dude, it's done. It's the whole disc.
Something at the Cliffs of Depression, I think.
There's only one thing of the Cliffs of Depression, though.
I think it's at the top.
Huh.
Like, turn around? I don't know. Oh, there's stuff here. Is there like a place you can't go?
The whole thing is you have to find some kind of, like,
Oh, shit.
illusion wall to throw it
I
at.
found it. Pot's blocked.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a... Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa.
15 points! Whoa, whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, I love when it does this.
You could have just walked forward.
The hand light. The hand braziers. Citadel
Look.
of Zork.
Look, the wizard put a lot of effort into making that path. You're just gonna ignore it.
This is a fucking great... This is like desktop background material.
This is where the whole budget went.
Yeah. I'm making a save here specifically so I can take a screenshot of this.
Is that?
Wait, what is it?
You first must bow to the hand of Morbius.
I don't.
Is it?
I don't think that's what it wanted you to do.
Hmm.
How do you?
Shoot arrow at hand. It's this fucking Zelda puzzle, baby!
It's
Finally,
like,
something big enough to hit.
and this sound like you just won a bunch of tickets at like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, the fucking sound is really good. I like how it says you must first bow to the hand of Zork, which I only knew was a joke because I had this bow for so long and nothing to do with it. Oh,
Big
fuck.
orc.
Oh, that was terrifying. He just walks up to you smiling.
It's a bit scary.
Oh. Okay. This is where the invisibility thing comes in.
That makes sense. I need water unseen at falls.
Yeah, I want to look this up.
I don't like waterfall. Goodbye, Andrea. Hope you enjoyed Zork.
Goodbye, Andrea.
Oh my god.
What?
It's a place you can go after the Hungry Boar Memorial.
Oh my god, in the fucking forest?
It's
Yeah.
They just put everything in the forest. I hate it.
I don't want to walk all the way to the Boar Memorial and then... God, it's so long.
Take me there, Echo.
Forward twice. Left forward. Left forward. Right forward. Right forward 2. Left forward 2. Right forward 3. Right forward 5. Right forward, left forward. Okay. Forward, left, forward 4. Okay. Now from here, you have to go back. Left. Forward. Right forward.
Left forward.
Left forward 4 times. Left forward. Right forward 2.
Oh my god.
Right forward. Oh, arachnophobia warning also for anybody watching.
Okay.
There's a spider.
Arachnophobia one.
Uh,
I did left
forward
forward.
one more, I think. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's just a real ass spider.
Yeah.
kind of a spider JPEG.
No, no.
Oh, did you save?
I didn't save Echo.
I'm...
I'm sorry, okay? I forgot. Can you just like copy paste the instructions to the board?
I don't know what T means.
I think that's
T is
just
just
the
like the
start.
beginning. Yeah. Oh. This forest, I think, really wants you to map it out.
Yeah, but that's like the word. I fucking hate that shit.
The other places like have solutions. This forest is just like there's shit here. It's so much forest.
A lot of forest.
How do you... How do you feel about spiders, Riley?
You must die. Nope, didn't work.
Don't you know that spiders are immune to swords? You fool.
Shit, I forgot.
You didn't learn that in school?
Yeah. I love this fucking music, though.
No carrot.
No fucking
The little-
interaction.
The little eating noise it makes.
Yeah. This. God.
The fangs of death are fearless.
You hit it with the stick. Speed stick to
The fangs of death.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah.
What did you do to the spider?
Well, if the spider's fearless, then that's its like strength.
Okay, I see.
Reverse arachnophobia.
Oh. That was straightforward.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
That spiderweb blocked a lot of sound.
Yeah.
Like just a real ass dam.
You. Does it have water in it? Is that what that was?
It's empty.
No, you're supposed to.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I have to.
Oh.
The backs. Oh,
The
you.
backside of water. The glowing blue potion.
That music. The musical sting.
Yeah.
God, what a stupid fucking puzzle.
You gotta shoot this every time? God.
No, I just forgot to save after shooting it.
Oh.
Then we get to listen to this great noise. Don't you love printing? God damn it. Okay, I can at least skip that. Fuck, I keep doing it! I like how trolls and orcs are just dudes. Okay, but now I can attack him.
What?
These weak arms.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Really intimidating.
What was the message that popped up after you used the potion?
He can still sense your presence.
Ah, so you have to do something else after it.
Okay, never mind. That wasn't handsome.
Okay, I know what you're supposed to do after being invisible.
Can I do it with stuff that I have?
Yeah. In fact, you asked me about this earlier in the stream.
God, I don't fucking remember.
The orcs are scared of dogs? I don't know how this works.
Oh shit. They're scared of hellhounds. He just that orc did not seem frightened. He just seemed like, oh well, there's a dog. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Can't be bothered.
Well, they don't pay me to deal with invisible dogs, so...
Ah, man, invisible dogs. That's out of... yeah, I don't know. Out of my wheelhouse.
It's the equivalent of looking at like the action movie star and going, scared? Scared?
I guess that's what it's trying to tell you when it says you're orking up the wrong tree.
Oh, is that a thing it says?
Yeah, when you die to the orc.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Good thing you
You just
saved.
Did you just, like, jump into lava?
I just fell, and I tried to go across the bridge. Morpheus's favorite,
Oh.
crispy critter heavily fried in deep oil. Okay.
Okay,
If you throw something at it, just lose it forever.
okay, according to the guide, you have not made a mistake.
Throwing items into the thing?
Yeah. To continue downloading inventory, I think.
Yeah. Are you fucking serious?
I think
Finally, a use for all this garbage! Echo, this seems like the situation is worse. Yeah, that makes sense. I died. Go back to 6 viewers.
it
and
says
6 followers.
all inventory items with a 2 triangles background.
Oh my god. I have to throw everything?
This is the end of the game, I think.
Wait, this is actually the end of the game? The final puzzle?
Is throw everything in your inventory at a bridge.
There's another thing.
Oh.
There's like one last thing to do after this, but I think this is like, you know, this is the penultimate thing you have to do is empty your inventory.
That's honestly, it's really fucking good because it's just, you're carrying around a lot of garbage. Oh my god. This game is impeccable. A perfect video game.
It says until the left one has fallen and the right one has risen.
Goodbye, bonding plant. What?
Bond is severed. God, we're getting close. Are you missing anything?
I sure hope not.
I like how it switched from continue downloading to continue uploading.
I sure am missing
Yeah,
something!
Oh no!
Oh no.
What could we possibly be missing?
I mean, I probably just left something somewhere, right?
Yeah, but like what?
I'm just gonna reload. Do you, like, look at their inventory and show me what I, like, check what I don't have?
Oh, they don't have an inventory listed. These are text guides.
Ugh. I figure it's probably just something that I left somewhere. Well, the orc at least stays gone. I have carrot. Oh, meat! I need meat!
There's also supposedly an old bug. So if you end up not with enough items, even after all of this, throw in the sword last.
Okay.
And if it doesn't look like you're going to get it, you throw in everything but the sword, and then you go get more money by hitting the tree.
Right, okay.
There's a problem with like carrots people have had, but you have carrots.
Yeah. Can I go and pick up the mice again? And put them in the box, then take them out of the box and throw them? I can just fast travel. Nice. Yes. You, mice, I have a terrible, horrible fate for you.
There's also, hay?
Yes, that's a good point. God. This is so fucking stupid.
You can get more bat guano?
Oh, true. I feel like I probably have enough, though. I think I might have enough.
You can also apparently steal money back from the blacksmith.
Huh.
And yeah, the mice.
3 rings begin, 2 rings return.
What was that?
3 rings begin, 2 rings return.
Me?
What the fuck does that mean?
Do you have every item now?
Well, I have a bunch of items. There's not like a set, there's not a set list of items, you just have to have enough items.
I see.
Yeah. I definitely threw the sword last this time, just in case.
Yeah.
And I think you can just save when you're partway through.
Yeah.
Riveting gameplay.
Yeah, this is a really funny scene, and also having to do it again, sucks.
Yeah. It's one of those scenes that's funny at your expense.
Yeah. I can't drink the lava out of my thermos. That's sad. I still haven't... I didn't use that shiny metal thing for anything. I don't know what it was used for.
Yeah. The guide that, like, I used to tell you to wipe it off with the rag says it's like you wipe it off with the rag to get a shiny metal thing. I don't know what this is for. The guide itself was like, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. It's something.
Citadel Bridge is rising up.
Stripes did say what a thrill, and this is the equivalent, the adventure game equivalent of the solid Metal Gear ladder scene. I just want that music to be... I wish I had, like, media shares active so I could have that music playing over this sequence.
Yeah, you gotta take the mice out of the box. before
Yeah.
throwing. See ya.
Your local ZSPCA ZPCA will hear about this.
Oh,
Nope. Didn't work.
You don't have enough stuff.
Still don't have enough.
you
I
would
need
have
the
had enough
sword.
if you didn't throw the sword. Yeah.
I did throw the sword.
Yeah, you're not. You throw the sword last because if you don't have enough, you can use the sword to go get more coins.
Oh, fuck. That's why. Well,
Oh.
whoops, I misclicked. Well, another round, baby. Another round of third shit. How have you guys been going today?
Oh, you know.
Have any exciting meals?
Had a pizza. It was really good.
Some fried rice.
Nice.
I had a bagel.
I remember
I wish I
that.
had a bagel right now, honestly.
You should go get a bagel. I'm sure by the time you finish making a bagel and eating it, I will still be here.
I like ran out of water, but I don't want to go down and get something because I'm also gonna want to make like a sandwich or something.
Yeah.
I want to be here when it ends.
Yeah, I'm excited that
I'm also
I
like,
kind of thought this would be the ending stream, but I'm glad I was right.
I think it's funny that this is the ending stream, even including Spore.
Yeah. Yeah, I did take like half an hour to an hour to play the cell stage of Spore. Uh, I'm very excited to play the other games in these trilogies, because the FMV can only, like... I'm really excited for the, like, the future FMV that they've done in the years past this one. There's 3 games in this series.
You get to watch FMV technology advance,
Yeah,
which it really should never have stopped doing.
exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of sad that in Abduction, the FMV boils down to, like, a guy in a window.
I accidentally drank that invisibility potion so now I'm invisible.
Okay, save. Do you remember how to get to the tree? Because I don't know if I do. Coin tree.
Oh, found it.
Nice.
Now you can grind.
This is true RPG.
RP tree. I'll be here all night. I can't pick up any more background. What the fuck?
Oh well.
Just gotta
Really
keep
engaging.
doing it.
It's possible at some point you'll have to do the sword, but
Why can I not just fast travel there? Oh no. Okay, so I might have to do the sword now. I can't get any more carrots, can I? Nope. No more carrots.
There's no carrots in that room.
Yeah, there were no carrots there. Alright! I have no items!
Hope you don't need that sword.
I sure hope I don't.
no, you don't.
Oh my.
Welcome to my gallery. Perhaps you know some of my collection. This is my research laboratory, and these are my subjects. I have studied them all, and have taken the best from each. From you, I will take strategy. We will play survivor.
Oh my god.
You may play the wizard Trimbile's role. I will play Canuck. Your move.
I don't remember how to play this
A
game.
game of chess.
I don't remember how to play this game.
I would save.
I'm gonna reload so I can read the rules for this.
Oh, I know the rules.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, do you guys want to know a fun fact?
Yeah.
You can't save here.
Oh.
It's really funny.
You have to
Okay,
win.
To be of value, I will turn you to stone. If I judge you to be of
so-
value, I will turn you to stone.
So your piece moves like a rook, and you have to, Your opponent's goal is to prevent you from being able to... You both have to prevent the other from being able to move, but the other one can move to literally any space at any time. So you have to, clear the entire board without getting blocked,
I see.
I think.
And you can move
Something
like a
that.
rook, so you can just move in straight lines.
Not like a rook, like a knight, sorry.
Okay.
So L shape.
Oh.
Which,
Yeah,
this seems
okay,
really
so
hard
it
to do
says-
when you're playing the piece that has a blatant disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah, because you first play the game, you're given Canuck's roll, which is significantly better.
Yeah.
I guess it would be. I have a sequence of moves, but I feel like
I
we
wanna-
should
Do you?
try.
forfeit?
What?
No, dude, I moved my piece. He took a while to think of that one. Alright, dude. Come on. That was a mistake. Fuck, I fucked up.
Not
You
very
lost
smart.
it.
Yeah, no, I know, Morpheus. It takes so
Do
long.
you give up?
Well, oh, yeah, I fucked it up. You have to forfeit. You have to forfeit, it doesn't automatically lose. for you.
You'll be quite a study.
You already laughed, buddy.
Yeah.
Calm down.
I would make a good statue.
Whoops. Okay, now save.
Gagging.
Never a gagging.
Welcome to my gallery.
I have to watch this
Perhaps
intro.
you know
I have
some
to
of my
listen to this intro
collection.
every time.
This is my research laboratory, and these are my subjects. I have studied them all, and have taken the best from each. From you,
So you
I
can
will
press,
strategy.
you can click the gray
We will
area
play
in the
survival.
foreground
You may
um,
play the wizard
to
Primmile's
pass.
role.
I see.
Oh.
I will play Canuck. Your move.
Interesting.
Why would you want to pass ever?
If the
The forester.
destination space is occupied by the mage piece, pass until it is free.
Oh, that seems a lot easier.
Well, I guess you have to get rid of the
I
ground.
think you are in trouble now.
You need a pattern to like get rid of all of the ground, I think,
Yeah.
but you can just wait.
Do you forfeit?
Imagine you're playing chess with someone, and every move you make, they're like, do you forfeit?
That's how I'm gonna play chess from now on.
Just like, I think you're in trouble now, and they just moved their pawn 2 spaces. Like,
Not I moved like a bishop one space. Not very smart.
I have you cornered.
Dude, you literally don't.
Clever.
Thanks.
Do you give up?
Yeah, I don't think this guide is true for like this version at least, but it does
Good
say you need to
move.
wait up to 12
Remember
seconds or
that.
more for Morpheus to complete each move.
I think you are in trouble. Clever.
Clever, and using a mechanic of the game that was not mentioned to you before.
Do you?
Mechanic of the game
forfeit?
that isn't in chess.
Yeah. I love the fucking, like, faces orb that Morpheus is.
This gonna work?
I think so?
I don't know if it.
You have to not. No, I think you can.
I can move there, but I don't know if I want to.
If you do, you lose.
Yeah, I think I actually want to pass because I want to go to here first.
Yeah. This is like your only chance left.
I think you've
think
lost
that-
either way. I don't think you can complete a knight's tour anymore.
That corner you are next to
Unless-
right there, I don't think you can do.
There's... yeah, it's not gonna... Yeah, you can't win.
I missed that.
Because there's only one more space you did.
Oh yeah, because he's gonna block it. He's gonna move there. Yeah, and then I can't, even if I pass.
But even if you could go there, you wouldn't be able to go anywhere else.
Very smart.
I wonder if it actually fails you if you go there.
Oh no, I can go here. But I wonder if, yeah, just...
There's no more valid moves. I don't think it was very clever, actually.
Alright, come on, Lexi. I don't need that.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that to be insulting.
I know.
Welcome to my collection.
I just think it's funny that he said it clever when you took
Yeah.
a move that makes you inevitably lose. Well, it does detect automatically if you've lost, or did you forfeit?
No, I auto lost. Alright.
Okay, so really,
Welcome
the other
to my
player
gallery.
is meaningless in
Perhaps
this
you
game.
know
You just
some
have
of my
to
collection. This
be
is
able to
my
cover the whole
research
board.
laboratory,
Yeah.
and these are my subjects.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what,
have studied
like,
them
what's
all
the pattern
and
for
have
that.
taken the best from each.
I'm gonna look at, like,
From
theirs
you,
and see if
I
there's a
will
clear
take
pattern.
strategy. We will play survivor. You may play the wizard Trimbile's role. I will play Canuck. Your move.
A 4x4 Knights tour. That's.
Good
I mean, you can
move.
just find
Remember that.
like a solution to that problem.
Oh.
Or wait.
Of course it's a real
I
chess
think you're
puzzle.
in trouble.
It's not quite a Knight's tour because it's like you have to cover every space but one, which is different.
Not very smart.
Which actually is the only way that it's possible. You could not do it on. You could not hit every space on a 4x4 board.
Very interesting. I have you cornered.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. Because I can only move there, and then I will die.
Welcome to my collection.
Can I get some help from you, Lexi? Do you know how
Welcome
to
to my
chess?
gallery. Perhaps
You-
you know some of my
I have a
collection.
solution chart
This
if
is
you
my
want that.
research laboratory. And these are
No.
my subjects.
Not yet.
I have
I will
studied
try
them
one
all.
more time.
And have taken the best from
Okay.
each. From you, I will take strategy. We will play survivor. You may play the wizard Trimbile's role.
Who is this
I
third
will
guy?
play Canuck.
There's Rebecca
Your move.
Snoot, the witch, the holy woman. Who the fuck is this?
Guy from the intro, maybe?
Oh yeah, it's the orb dude.
I think he was, like, bald.
Yeah.
Clever.
Is there like a strategy that I want to follow for this?
There is, I have no idea what it is.
I think the patterns are generally cyclical. I found a couple charts for stuff like this, and it's like trying to move in as tight as circles as you can, like shifting
Very
around.
interesting.
Right.
That makes sense.
It's like how you solve a tile puzzle also.
I think your time is up.
Like, this is a really even pattern.
Very interesting. Do you give up? I think you are in trouble. Good move. I'll remember that. I think you are in trouble now. I have you cornered.
I think I fucked it.
I think you are in trouble.
Yeah, like I said, I think I fucked it.
Welcome to my collection.
One more time. I'm gonna try
Welcome
one more
to
time.
my gallery. Perhaps you know some of my collection. This is my research laboratory, and these are my subjects. I have studied them all, and have taken the best from each. From you, I will take strategy. We will play survivor. You may play the wizard Trimbile's role. I will play Canuck. Your move. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh no, maybe not.
I think you are in trouble. Not very smart. I missed that.
I was wrong. There's no pattern here at all.
Clever.
Oh,
At least in
okay.
the walkthrough solution.
I see.
Yeah, it looks like a big mess.
If I move there, I die. No, I don't.
I think you are in trouble.
Are you not listening, Morpheus? I just said I don't die.
Do you give up?
No. Guys, I think I fucked it.
Clever.
Wait, did I fucked it?
Think you did? I don't see any,
Do you
I don't think you have any way forward.
forfeit?
You go there, there.
There, and then
1,
you're
2, 3.
three moves and
Yeah.
you're stuck in either direction.
Very interesting.
If you go up there,
Then you go
Yeah.
over, and then you don't have any more moves, so...
Hmm.
do this diagram, only look at it if you're done. This is mostly just because I wanted to look at it.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. Lexi probably has some better diagrams than this.
Good move.
Actually, the diagrams I have are really
Remember
messy.
that.
So,
I wrote down like turn numbers and it makes it way more readable to me.
Yeah,
than,
okay.
yeah,
like,
no,
arrows.
Very small.
the turn numbers is good. That's way better than what I had.
Okay, give me a diagram. Helpful stupids.
Welcome to my collection.
This is a fucking awful mess. That fucking arrows one?
Yeah, that's why I did the numbers. The numbers are
Yeah.
like just count up. I looked at like I thought it was a pattern because I looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, and I was
Welcome
like,
to
I
my
see what it's
gallery.
doing. It's like going around in a
Perhaps you know
circle.
some of my
Yeah, and then,
collection. This is my research laboratory.
Like 7
These are my
finishes
I have studied them
the
all
corner, and then it's
and
just
have taken the best from each. From you, I have
Oh, I
much
forgot
to
that my stream info is
We
still
will
playing
make a
Spore. Mabel is subscribed with Prime Gaming. Thank you, Mabel. Saying, hey, can you play Spore? Please play Spore.
Mabel, you're
this
too
is
late.
the final.
This is the
Uh,
final
you
puzzle
need-
of Zork. Listen, I'll make my creature stage creature after I to finish this puzzle, okay? Just for you, Mabel. Just for you. I'm fighting Morbius right now. My Dr. Michael Morbius, who's a sentient rock. This is so fun.
Really scrunchy face.
I love the faces in the background. They're so good.
think you are in trouble.
It just like, there's a frame where it really looks like the troll face. Where it's like the shape of a troll face and it's white, it has black like face bits on it, like it has the black lines of
I missed that.
a vague face, and it looks like the troll face.
Good move. I'll remember that.
You won't remember anything when we're done with you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's my favorite line, I think.
Do you give up?
Morbius is the magical manifestation of Arthur C. Clarke in this universe.
Yeah, you're right. God. I kind of wish we hadn't played Rama so I could play it on stream, but also I don't want to play Rama on stream because it was fucking awful.
It was really miserable.
It's so much math.
It took a long time, too.
Yeah. For context, for Lexi and anyone else watching, Rama is it's an FMV point-click adventure game, but a lot of the puzzles are just like math, like base 8 math, but written in an alien language because it's alien maths. And then different base maths, and then there's just like a lot of busy work and a lot of random deaths that have no reason. And, also, there's, what's the fucking guy's name who's in your pocket?
Uh-oh.
What is his name?
He's like a poem guy, a guy from poetry. You know, from poems?
I do think that, yeah, he was like a Shakespeare character or something, I don't know.
I think you are in trouble now.
I do think the math was cool. That was
Math
like
was
the
a
one
cool
part of the
concept.
game where I was like, this is kind of rough to get my brain around, but like it works. It doesn't just like kill you for no reason or impose a timer that lies to you
Yeah.
during several of the final puzzles.
I think your time is up.
Oh, we're not playing timed chess.
Imagine if you did have a timer for this game. He would probably
Okay,
run
yeah,
it
I can
out.
see it now. He would.
It's like his
Great.
job is so easy, and he takes so long to decide.
Yeah, like you literally can't do anything. You're just wasting time until we figure it out.
I think you are in trouble now.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm good, dude.
Watch, he's gonna go
I
exactly
think
where we
you are
want to
in
go.
trouble.
I think he might go in the one
50-50.
place that we can reach right now. It's usually his strategy.
I think
I love how you're winning because Morbius doesn't know the rules of the game. You've convinced him that passing is a rule and he's just accepted it.
You're like, no,
Yeah,
I
he is
pass.
trying-
And he's like, wait, what?
He's like, I'm trying to learn strategy from you. And the strategy is not telling you the rules.
Strategy is cheating.
Yeah, the ultimate strategy, cheating. If only I had my
He chuckles.
sword.
It's like, dude, it's made in one. Why are you laughing?
You cheated. Blast! I never lose. I never.
You did cheat.
The fucking face in the background! God.
Now we're here.
This is the ending cutscene. As Morpheus's terrible streak of defeat echoes through the Citadel, he loses grasp of his confining spell, freeing your friends. My friend? Excuse me? I don't think that's true. From this
How
stone
did they get captured in
imprisonment.
the first place?
Followers of good magic.
Canuck is free.
Followers of good magic cast long-forgotten spells to disperse the vile creature Morpheus. The events you triggered will be remembered as the second Great Diffusion. Throughout the valley and underground, evil magic has vanished. Memories of the Enchanted Empire. Under the Valley of the Sparrows. We did it! Make you realize that this legendary world is where you belong.
No.
Freed from the reins of evil magic. Everyone in the...
Yes!
Yes! Just waving!
We'll always remember.
For your intellect and perseverance. Goodbye, all my great friends. I hate you. Goodbye. And finally, you meet Rupert. God. He's finally the guy who told me that I was a sweepstakes winner.
The master strategist. You have to teach me the finer points of Survivor.
Secret is to cheat. Oh my god. Yes!
Oh my god. This is the credits theme.
It could not have ended better.
Yeah. I really wish I had a webcam right now.
Was he Morpheus, or was he just being used by Morpheus?
He was being used by
Because it
Morpheus.
was his face. It was his face and voice, and then when he sees you, he's like, "You must teach me a fine pop."
Well, yeah, because, no,
As if he
Morpheus
just
had
played
just
the game.
absorbed them, because Morpheus's face also swapped to, like, between Rebecca's and Canucks as well.
But it was his voice.
Yeah, it was his voice. I think they just did the same voice. Animal Wrangler. Imagine if you were Animal Wrangler and returned to Zork. Imagine the fucking life that you lead.
I'd be telling people about that for the rest of the time.
We did it, everyone. We returned to Zork.
Man, that's sad. Michael Johnson doesn't have anything else at IMDb. He does share a name with a fighter? Hang on.
That's funny.
Gotta look up photos and see if he's the same guy.
I do
don't think
really
he's
like...
the same guy.
My score is 214 out of 220... Excuse me? What 11 points
You missed
did I miss?
You missed 11 points, you gotta start the game over now.
Replay finals. The fucking face on replay final sequence is really
You really
good.
sure you want to see that again?
Do
really
you...
sure?
Yeah. Really? You
Uh,
wanna play Survivor again? Thanks, Gail.
There's a sprinter too.
Well, we did it. Thanks, Mabel. I really need to add the Zork faces as emotes.
You really
I
good.
really want to sprite as resource for this game. I'm so mad. Extracting files
may
from
have to make
DOS
one.
shit is really, really hard.
I think there might be dumps somewhere though.
Maybe.
Oh.
Well, Mabel said be right
You
back.
returned to Zork.
I don't have to play Spore, which I'm glad for, because it's been almost 4 hours. We did it, everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna take off, I think.
Well, wow, the stream is ending. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, Lexi and Echo, on this great adventure. And tune in next time. Well, I'm probably not, like, maybe I'll do it in 2 weeks from now, but at some point, I'm going to be streaming the next... I'm going to continue this series of games, because it's fucking great.
Yay. Thank you for Zorking.
Thank you
Yes.
for returning to
farewell.
Zork.
Thank you for the time.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye.
YOZOSO.
Fool! YOZOSO!